African women who have been presidents in their countries. One of the most important figures of a country is the head of state. Most often regarded as the image of the country, the head of state or president represents the values, potential, and cradle of a nation. A World Economic Forum 2016 report depicts that as much as 59 countries have had women head of states, leaders, chancellors, and presidents. In Africa, several women have in the past and present been fortunate or rather competent enough to wield the greatest arm of political and judicial power, the presidency, in their respective countries. Hello everyone, we are excited to present to you informative and educative factual content on a daily basis. In this video, we've got for you African women who have been presidents in their countries. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Please subscribe and turn on the notification icon to get updated on our next upload. Number 10. SLYVIE KININGI, Burundi. The very first female president in Africa was SLYVIE KININGI. SLYVIE KININGI, born on 24th November 1953, is a Burundian politician and banker who served as Prime Minister of Burundi from 10th July 1993 to 7 February 1994, and later acting as president from 27 October 1993 to 5 February 1994. SLYVIE was born in Mugoyi, Bujumbura Rural Province, Burundi. She went through primary and secondary school in her locality and further studied at the University of Burundi under the Faculty of Economic Sciences, graduating in 1979 with a degree in banking and credit. SLYVIE later returned to Burundi and focused on politics, serving in the administration of the then president Melchior Ndadaye, who later got shot together with 6 of his officials. After his death, KININGI gathered 15 ministers to continue to govern the country. The constitution allowed for this, and so she became the first woman to be prime minister and president of an African country, and in Burundi. Number 9. Ivy MATSEPE-CASSABURI, South Africa. So many do not know that one of the most remarkable moments in South African history occurred during the presidency of Ivy Florence MATSEPE-CASSABURI, who lived from 18 September 1937 to 6 April 2009. Ivy MATSEPE-CASSABURI was born on 18 September 1937 in Kroonstad in the Free State. She completed her primary education in Kroonstad and attended secondary school in KwaZulu-Natal. Ivy went on to obtain a Bachelor of Arts degree from Fort Hare University and proceeded to teach in KZN for 2 years. She served briefly as South Africa's acting president in 2005 when both President Thabo Mbeki and the deputy president were outside the country. Furthermore, she was chosen by the cabinet to be the constitutional and official head of state in an interim capacity for 14 hours on 25 September 2008, between the resignation of Thabo Mbeki and the taking of office of Galema Motlanthe. Number 8. Joyce Banda, Malawi. Joyce Hilda Banda is a Malawian politician who was the president of Malawi from 7th April 2012 to 31st May 2014. One of the most powerful heads of state in the last decade, she is the founder and leader of the People's Party, created back in 2011. Joyce Hilda Banda was born on 12 April 1950 in Malemia, a village in the Zumba district of Malawi. She has a Cambridge School certificate, a Bachelor of Arts degree in Early Childhood Education from Columbus University, a Bachelor of Social Studies in Gender Studies from Atlantic International University, and many other academic diplomas. Joyce Banda was sworn in on 7th April 2012 as President of Malawi, the first woman to hold the office. Number 7. Agnes Monique Osan-Belpo, Mauritius. Agnes Monique Osan-Belpo, born in 1942, is a Mauritian politician who previously served as Vice President of Mauritius from November 2010 to April 2016. She was the acting President of Mauritius from 31st March 2012 to 21 July 2012, when Sir Anirudh Jugnath resigned up to the inauguration of Kailash Poriak to the office. Monique Osanbelpo was a journalist and a news announcer on the national TV channel, the Mauritius Broadcasting Corporation. Agnes Monique won the parliamentary elections and was appointed as Vice President on 12 November 2010 following the death of Vice President Angidi Chetia. She was elected unanimously by all members of the National Assembly to become the first female Vice President of Mauritius. On 30th March 2012, Mauritius President Anirudh Jugnath resigned after a feud with the country's Prime Minister, leaving the presidential chair to Vice President Osanbelpo. First, she became President on 21st July 2012, and later again on 29th May 2015, when Kailash Poriak resigned. Number 6. Catherine Samba, Central African Republic. Catherine Samba Panza was the acting head of state of the Central African Republic from 2014 to 2016. She became interim president when rebel leader Michael Jotodia resigned from his self-appointed presidency. Catherine Samba Panza was born on 26 June 1954 in Fort Lamy, Chad, to a mother from the Central African Republic and a Cameroonian father. She was the first woman to hold the post of head of state in that country, as well as the 8th woman in Africa to do so. Prior to becoming head of state, she was mayor of Bangui from 2013 to 2014. Following the Central African Republic conflict under the Jotodia administration and President Michel Jotodia's resignation, after a SIAC summit on 10 January 2014, she was sworn in as president 13 days later, on the 23rd of January 2014. Number 5. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Liberia. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was born on October 29, 1938, in Monrovia, to a Gola father and Kru German mother. She is one of the most prominent Liberian politicians of the last decade, who served as the 24th President of Liberia from 2006 to 2018. Her journey into politics began when she completed her education in the United States, where she studied at Madison Business College and Harvard University. In 1979, she received a cabinet appointment as Minister of Finance, where she served until 1980. Following the coup d'etat by Samuel Doe 2 years later, she fled to the US and only returned to Liberia in 1985 to contest a senatorial seat for Montserrado County, an election that was disputed. She was arrested as a result of her open criticism of the military government in 1985 and was sentenced to 10 years imprisonment, although she was later released. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf won and took office on January 16, 2006. She was re-elected in 2011, becoming the first woman in Africa elected as president of her country. Number 4. AMEENAH GURIB-FAKIM, Mauritius. AMEENAH GURIB-FAKIM was the first female president of Mauritius from 2015 to 2018. She was selected to be a presidential candidate in 2014, following the resignation of the then President Kailash Poriak. She was unanimously elected president by the National Assembly. Bibi Ameenah Firdaus Gurib-Fakim was born in the village of Suriname on 17 October 1959 to parents Hassinje Gurib and Firdaus Durgohi. She graduated from the University of Surrey in 1983 with a BSc degree in chemistry. After obtaining her PhD degree in organic chemistry at Exeter University, she returned home in 1987 to take employment at the University of Mauritius. In 2015, her nomination for the presidency of Mauritius, put forward by then PM and fellow militant socialist movement member Anaroot Joknoth, was unanimously approved by the Mauritian National Assembly. Number 3. Rose Francine Rogombe, Gabon. Rose Francine Rogombe served a year term as interim president of Gabon from June 2009 to October 2009 after the death of President Omar Bongo. She had previously been president of the Senate of Gabon during the mandate of the late Omar Bongo. When the former passed away, Rose Francine automatically became the head of state because she was constitutionally the first in line for presidential succession. Rose Francine Rogombe was born 20th September 1942. She was a lawyer by profession and a member of the Gabonese Democratic Party. After studying in France, she worked as a magistrate in Gabon. She also served in the government as Secretary of State for the advancement of women and human rights during the 1980s. Following the death of President Omar Bongo on 8 June 2009, the Constitutional Court designated Rogombe as interim president on 9 June, and her swearing-in was scheduled for the following day. Number 2. SAMIA SULUHU HASSAN, Tanzania. SAMIA SULUHU HASSAN, alongside SAHLE ZWEDE, is one of the most admired female head of states who are currently in office. Born 27 January 1960, the 61-year-old Samia is a Tanzanian politician who is serving as the 6th and current president of Tanzania. Suluhu was born on 27 January 1960 in Makunduchi, an old town in Unguja Road in the Sultanate of Zanzibar. In 1986, she graduated from the Institute of Development Management with an advanced diploma in public administration. Suluhu became Tanzania's first female vice president following the 2015 general election, after being elected on the CCM ticket with President Magufuli. She took office on March 17, 2021, following Magufuli's death, becoming Tanzania's first female president. Number 1. SAHLE ZWEDE, Ethiopia. The most probably talked about female head of state in Africa at the moment is SAHLE ZWEDE. Born on 17 February 1950, SAHLE is an Ethiopian politician and the current president of Ethiopia, being the first woman to hold the office. One of the most powerful women in the world and arguably the most powerful woman in Africa, the career diplomat was elected president unanimously by members of the Federal Parliamentary Assembly on 25 October 2018. American business magazine Forbes, on its annual edition of the Forbes list of the world's 100 most powerful women, listed SAHLE as the 96th most powerful woman in the world and the highest-ranking African woman on the list. SAHLE was appointed as president of Ethiopia on 25 October 2018, the first woman to serve in the role. There you have it, explorers. Thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, give us a big fat thumbs up, turn on notifications, and share the video with your friends.